Our local CAL FIRE unit is assisting with these fires statewide as well as here at home on the Central Coast. Fires starting early this year could also be a sign of what's to come for us, perhaps. KION's Anya Romero spoke with officials today and people who are preparing.
The Hernandez fire in San Benito County and the Coast fire in Big Sur started right around what CAL FIRE calls fire season. CAL FIRE says the last 2 years, fire season has been tame, but so far it looks like this year is going to be different.
Last year and the year before, we had slower than normal fire seasons. Fire activity was definitely moderated up and down the state. Part of that was just the weather. We stayed relatively wet all year, both of those years. Scattered rain through early summer and into late fall. And this year we haven't had those late season rains, which allowed the grass to cure and be ready to burn.
Lori Fannin lives in Carmel. She has lived through wildfires.
We were one of the first ones to evacuate, and we were the last ones to get back on in. And it was one of those times. It was very tenuous. We didn't know.
Many firefighters say wildfire season is now a year-round thing. Battalion Chief Josh Silvera says there is a lot that goes into declaring fire season, but it mainly has to do with fuel moisture and with all of the thick, dry grass, or what fire personnel call fire fuel, coating the Central Coast. They're predicting a busier fire season.
We are ramping up and prepared for above average activity for this time of year. The winds and the extremely dry weather are what we're concerned about as an agency.
CAL FIRE says despite the local unit responding to statewide fire from Colusa down to Riverside, they have all the resources and fire personnel needed to fight the fires on the Central Coast. Lori says she and her neighbors are doing what they can to keep a defensible space on their properties.
Well, we have worked directly with Firewise. We started the first chapter out in the village, and we do everything we can to keep the community safe by limbing up, by making sure our property has a good distance of green space away from the house.
Good things to do. Both of those fires still under investigation, but CAL FIRE says both started in areas with dry grass. CAL FIRE again reminding you to make sure that you have defensible space around your home and always have a go bag ready in case there is a fire in your area. As for fires burning here locally, CAL FIRE BEU says the Hernandez fire is holding at over 640 acres. That's now at 65% containment though. And at last check, the Coast fire is now holding at 15 acres and it's at 5% containment.